Hey, hello, crazy lovelies. I'm back at it once again. This is Holly Rhea, and I'm here to talk about some tea today, okay? Some tea that's been buzzing around for about a week or so now, all over the internet, all over TMZ, just everywhere. So, I know you guys have heard of Nicole Murphy smooching up on Leah's husband, Antoine, or Antone, whatever his name is, in Italy. The pictures of them being seen together and things like that. Okay, and there's a lot of controversy going on with this situation. A lot of people have put their 2 cents in, and I'm about to put mine in, okay? So basically, I guess she's a friend of Leah and their husband. She's a family friend. That's what she supposedly stated, and that it was a friendly kiss, and then I have heard a lot of things in regards to, she just happened to bump into him in Italy, and it was just a friendly kiss to say hello, and that was it. Okay, well, if you're a friend of the family and y'all close friends, first of all, why you feel like it's comfortable enough for you to kiss another woman's husband on the lips? It wasn't like on the cheek or nothing like that. It was square, flat on the mouth. And if you've seen the pictures, which I know many of you have, she's got on a tight ass little bikini. He ain't got no shirt on with some swim shorts, and they look like they sitting outside of a motel or something in Italy. And it won't be a friendly little family peck of a kiss, because there's multiple pictures of them, smooching up multiple times in other pictures. So it wasn't just a one-time kiss. They looked like they was actually together in Italy. And then my thing is, how do you miraculously just all of a sudden pop up, bump into somebody in Italy? We're not talking about you running into them at the grocery store or Walmart or Target or none of that mess. We talking about a country that's overseas somewhere, and you just happen to bump into him, casually bump into him. No, the way those pictures were taken, that trip was arranged for y'all to have y'all little infidelity, thinking it would be outside the public state's eye, and nobody would know about it. That's what it looks like to me. And here's my 2 cents on a lot of on this situation. And I also saw on TMZ how Lisa Ray said that she is known for doing this shit. She's actually, slept with Lisa Ray's ex-husband. So she's known for this type of behavior of stealing other people's men. Okay? And I have found out recently that she is going for broke. She owes a lot of money to the IRS. She spent all of her one-time $15 million settlement that she got from her ex-husband, Eddie Murphy. And she owes, back taxes to IRS. She's in debt, and she had to sell her home. She still owed money for her LA home, I think $5 million. So she's looking to cash in, basically. She doesn't have the life that she's accustomed to having, and she's going for broke. You know what I'm saying? So she's home wrecking to get that check. She's home wrecking other people's lives she's looking for another sponsor to pay her bills. Because Michael Strachan wasn't going to pay for none of her stuff. Once he found out she wasn't going to sign for no prenup, he was like 86 the whole engagement. That's what he did. Because she was dating at one time Michael Strachan. And from what I heard, she was cheating on him. Basically, she's saying that he was cheating on her, but it was duly stated that later on she was cheating on him with some former NBA player named Jimmy Jackson or something like that. And then you have seen on various occasions taking pictures of being out with multiple celebrity men stars. Nick Cannon, Drake, You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, this shit gets bad to the bone. I mean, she's hot looking for a person that just had 5 kids and that's in their mid-50s, so she's bad to the bone. But she's a hot ass thought, and an old hot ass thought at that. With no type of morals or class about herself. If Leah is a family friend of yours, that means that you've been to this girl's house and been invited out to dinners and things like that, to outings with her and her husband, and this is what you do. You have no morals about yourself. It's totally disrespectful. And a lot of people say, well, they want to make amends for her husband cheating on Nicole because Leah don't have the same body she had when she was in Waiting to Exhale, because she's gained a lot of weight. Well, I looked at on that too, because people don't know what other people are going through prior to their marriage. And by the looks of him and the way he look, he if you look at him, he think that he's the shit, basically. But I've heard that he has had 2 outside children outside their marriage. So it's not the first time that Leah had to deal with infidelity by this dude. This is like, it sounds like his MO. And when you with somebody in the public eye and everybody know that you're married, and that other person is not respecting the other person is not respecting the vows of the marriage, that can be humiliating. That can be devastating. And it can cause you to just be emotionally depressed. And most women, when they become emotionally depressed, for the most part, we eat our pain. So all that weight gain can be from emotionally eating. Just, having to deal with him constantly cheating on her all the time. And on top of that, you're going to have 2 other children outside that marriage. So not only is he cheating on her, he don't even have the respect to use protection when he cheat on her. He just raw dogging it with these other women and going back home to her. You see what I'm saying? And this is my thing about this here. Most Hollywood male celebrities, I'm talking about the people that's in the public eye, or just males in general that have a lot of money. When they have a lot of money and it's thrown at their face all the time, these girls thrown at their face all the time, they pretty much can do whatever they want, and they do. They cheat on their wives. They do a little hush-hush money to keep it quiet. This is what they do. It's their lifestyle. And so they feel like they're obligated to this certain lifestyle because they have money. You know what I'm saying? So, you hook up with a guy with money that doesn't respect you. This is the outcome that you get, him constantly cheating on you. And like I had said, I don't know, in my last video, men have more options than we do. So it's like, it's not that they just cheat. It's like they don't even give a damn anymore about how it affects you, or about how your feelings are hurt in it. They don't give a damn. They're just like, well, I make the money and I can do this and that and the third, and I can have any girl I want. And that's just the gist of it. And that's just sad on so many levels. And I'm thinking, like, you guys are allowing the lust of your flesh corrupt your marriage, where you're ruining other people's lives. It's not just a marriage to your wife. It's a marriage to a family y'all built together. Your kids are affected by this. If you got kids in a marriage, they see this. So what are you teaching your sons and daughters, that it's okay to be a whoremonger? Because that's what you're affiliating out here. That's okay to sleep around. And then, like, most guys look at females as objects, sexual objects. They don't look at nothing beyond the sex. Like, can you consider that we are human beings and individuals? That we're somebody's mom, we're somebody's daughter, we're somebody's sister, we're somebody's best friend. Which, Devon Franklin indicated in his radio podcast interview with some guy about, love, men, lust, and relationships and dating. He said, look beyond the sets of what a female can do for you sexually. You know? And that's the thing, like, y'all men will throw y'all whole lives away over some booty. Over some pure booty. And the thing is, y'all not even trying to be discreet about it anymore. And nowadays, you really can't be discreet because there's cameras everywhere. I don't care where you go. Somebody is either filming you, taking pictures of you. There's cameras in the hotels, in the lobby, in the car mostly. I mean, you're going to get spotted. You're going to get spotted when you do your dirt. I mean, it's going to be everywhere. And my thing is, whether Leah was small like Nicole or not, she probably was small at the time when he cheated on her the first time. So it doesn't really matter about your weight size. You know, social media, Instagram has put it out there that you got to be a certain size or a certain frame just to be liked or loved or whatever. But it doesn't really matter if you don't. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because if you're with a whoremongering, he's going to whore around regardless. I mean, that's just the gist of it. And because there's so many women, more women ratio to men, they have more options to choose from. They have more options to choose from. And I feel like if men don't they have a issue with being committed to one woman, be honest about that. At least let them know up front that, you know, you really can't see yourself being in a full committed relationship with just one woman. That you like to be with multiple women at multiple times. Because there are some men out there who feel like they can't just stay committed with one woman. But y'all need to be honest about that. And be upfront of that situation. Be honest. Don't tag along, play along with us and our emotions until later when it's too late, or the hurt is too severe by the time the damage is done to do anything about it. And my thing is, if you a type of guy that gotta have multiple women all the time around, you gotta see with this woman, that woman, this, that, and the third, you have an issue, bro. You have a serious issue that you're never satisfied. And that makes me think that if a man I feel like men think it makes them more macho when they're sleeping around more than one woman. But the fact that you gotta have more than one woman to make you feel like a man really throws a question mark out there, like you would have some very insecurities about your manhood altogether. Some very deep personal insecurities. If you feel like the only way you could feel more as a man is to surround yourself with all these women on a day-to-day basis. Like, why? For what? What for? What's the purpose of even doing that? I don't understand. And don't get me wrong, Nicole, she bad. She a bad looking chick now, trust. But, and then they want to say, well, look at Nicole and look at Leah. You know how many other celebrity guys that have their wives are like the bomb? Let me give you a couple of examples. Kurt Franklin's wife. He got a pretty wife. I mean, she's gorgeous. Bad to the bone. From her looks, her body, and everything. Her hair. She got her own hair. She wear her own hair. Her hair real. And he, a few years back, it's been about 10 years now, I think, that he said that he had an audition to porn. A sex audition to porn. And he got a bad looking wife. A bad one. And Kobe Bryant, oh God. Kobe Bryant's wife is hot. And I ain't trying to be no homo or anything, but she is bad. She look hella good. And they had 3 or 4 kids together, and she still look good. And my thing is, he gonna get himself caught up off some homey looking white girl that look like she came straight off some farm somewhere, and lose all his endorsements and do all that, almost practically lose his family over this thoughty looking country bucking white chick. And you got the baddest chick on your arm that you are married to. What? Why? All because you know it's available to you. You can easily get it. It's accessible to you. Let me tell you something. If it's something that is easy for you to get and it's accessible to you just like that, it probably ain't worth having. If it's that damn easy. If it's that damn easy for you to get it, why do you want it? And it's like, I don't understand. And my thing is, if you're not trying to get to know her, and most people, I ain't trying to get to know her, I'm trying to see how the booty work. I ain't really trying to get to know her like that. You know, there's $40 stripper hoes, thought hoes on the street corner that you can get to know like that, where you could just put the money on the counter after you're done and walk out. I'm just trying to see how the booty work. I mean, it seems like when it comes to ass, men just lose their mind and don't think about the aftermath. It's just like all their blood cells from their brain just leave, goes out the window. And it's like, okay, you just want to get to know her physically, but you don't know her, personally know her. It's like you don't. It's like you like fuck my life and fuck hers too. Like with so much of this AIDS epidemic going around, STDs, you can't afford to constantly risk your life just to get some ass. Like you don't have the control of you don't have any type of self-control of your flesh just to really not really go there all the time with a female. Even if she is putting it out there and she's letting it know this is what she wants, at least protect yourself. And that's another thing. Like these dudes, they constantly want to raw dog it and always want to make excuses about why they don't want to use a condom. Like I can't feel anything. It don't feel right. I don't feel. You know what? There's too many Trojans. I mean, they have made too many brands of Trojans. They got VCF, vagina contraceptive films. They got all these options where they got the Trojan with the fire and ice where it gives you a heating and cool sensation of the lubricant. They got the damn real thin ecstasy Trojan where it feels like you have nothing on. That's what the box says. They even made this Trojan condom where it has a vibrating ring on it to extra stimulate the sex play. You got too many options because sex sells. So you got too many options available for you of what type of contraceptives you can use for safe sex. Aside from, I can't feel nothing when I wear one on. I need to feel. I mean, you willing to risk your life for 5 minutes of pleasure? So let's be real here, brothers. Most of y'all ain't gonna last even half an hour. Like, for real. Before y'all release. I mean, you're not gonna last even half an hour if under that. If under that. So, I mean, 5 minutes of whoop de whoop whoop and then boom, you know, you contracted the HIV, you got STDs, you got AIDS or whatever from a one night stand that you just had to have in your hotel right quick and not protect yourself because either you didn't have any condoms, didn't want to use them, or too lazy to go out to the 7-Eleven real quick and make a dash and get some or whatever. I don't understand it. And then you guys wonder why we act so crazy. Oh man, she crazy, man. She off the chain. I had to let her go, man. Why you think we crazy? Why you think we crazy? Because you led us on to some false idea of a relationship that was gonna be something, done slept with us and everything else, and then you turn around living a double life and got all these other chicks on the side. And at the whole time you knew from the get-go you were just stringing me along and you weren't gonna never marry me or do anything to be committed to me at all. Now my time and energy and money sometimes and my feelings are invested into you, and you just skedaddle and you wonder why we flip and go crazy. Like, I mean, y'all can't expect that y'all do all that y'all do to females and not expect no reaction out of that. No reaction. And I'm just like, I don't get it. Just be upfront and honest. If you're not a person that's ready for a relationship long term like that, let me find that out for myself so I can, now the ball's in my court and I can figure out whether or not I want to deal with messing with you or not. Because like I had said before, Y'all have more options. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have more options than we do. Our options are limited. And I think y'all know that and y'all take advantage of that. And that's just wrong on so many levels. Just straight out wrong. And that's why you got so many of these infidelity affairs and stuff appearing on Snap and Dateline and Fatal Attraction. And wonder why, what happened. Like, seriously, like, y'all men playing these games with these women and their emotions can really get somebody hurt. Like, nowadays, people are out here killing you for less. And especially when you vested your time and with somebody as a mate, or you've been married to them, and then all of a sudden they dating a younger chick, someone that looks prettier than you, and this, that, and third, just because they want to feel young again. They want to feel young again. And I'm like, dude, really? We built this life together and you want to feel young again? This is, over some butt. This is what you do. It's just crazy. And Nicole is just 10 times wrong for that. I mean, now you have put yourself out there and showed to the world that what type of woman you are. That you are old thought whore that sleeps around with other folks' men, and you just looking to cash in, not caring or having any type of regard to other people's feelings that you stated supposed to be a family friend. Well, if you a friend of the family or a friend, why treat your friend? I don't need friends like that. I'd rather have enemies than friends like that. At least I know what I'm dealing with an enemy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to keep this video long, but it's just ridiculous. And I told a coworker of mine, said, you know what, you gotta be craftier with these dudes, because you boo-hooing, crying, talking about, I'm going to leave and all. They don't care about that no more, because the options are so vast for them right now. They do not care about that right now, no more. They don't. You know what you need to do? You need to put crushed red hot chili peppers and icy hot in their damn drawers. So when they put them on, they be itching and scratching around thinking they done got something. Or you need to lock them in a room for a week and make them watch Snap. With all the ones that have these infidelity affairs issues, that they go wrong, very, very wrong real quick. Because I feel like it's not worth it. 5 minutes of pleasure or whatever, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really worth it? You've been married to this woman for 20 years. She got a miscarriage back in the early 2000s. And then y'all got two teenage kids together. And this is what you do? If you feel like you cannot be committed, if you feel like you just, you don't have any type of control of your flesh, let that person know, like, hey, I just really can't stick it out with you anymore in this marriage. I don't want to hurt you any more than I've already hurt you. I think it's best if we just part ways. I let you keep the house or whatever, and I'll take care of my kids or whatever. But I just know a part of me is always going to want other women and other vices. And I don't want to just go on with this charade of putting you or our family through embarrassment. Because, that's embarrassing. Very embarrassing, y'all. Really. And what kills me is the shoes on the other foot. Y'all go ham on a chick. Oh, man. She sleep around the whole basketball team. She a hoe, bruh. She that. She did be dirty. I ain't messing with her no more. She ain't no good. Y'all go hard. But when it comes to y'all feel like, oh, well, it's a natural obligation for me to want more than one woman. It's just the thing or whatever. And that's the thing. Like I said, Hollywood men, because they have money and it's accessible to them everywhere they go, they just can feel like they can just throw their money and do whatever they want, because that's just, they have been accustomed to a certain lifestyle now, and they don't want to let it go. No matter who it hurts or who it affects, they just don't want to let it go. And my heart goes out to Leah and her family, and I pray for the girl. And I hope Nicole and the husband learn something from this, you know. And yeah, everybody want to get on Nicole, but you really need to get on the husband too, because he initiated all that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that they just sporadically, she just sporadically popped up and met him up in Italy. They planned that trip together. That was a getaway affair. I don't care how much you want to slice and dice that. That was a getaway affair. And I'm sorry, but you going to Italy with you? I'm going to Italy too. And the kids going, man, we're making a family trip. Or because they'll go with you. Who gonna stay home and watch the kids? We all gonna go to Italy. Now, I'm not about to have my husband go to Italy on his own for weeks on end and I don't go with him. Oh no, we're all going to Italy, honey. Make this a family vacation. How about that? Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think, what your ideas and your intake on the whole situation. Until next time, bye, crazy lovelies. Later.